The Do Something World campaign is being presented by Miles Ahead in partnership with Cayman Ministers Association through a 2-month volunteerism initiative which started in April and continues to the end of May. The goal is to see hundreds of volunteers serving and addressing key social issues in the community, namely family, education, and the environment. Join me right now. I have the pleasure of having, sitting right next to me is former NFL player Miles McPherson. Good morning and welcome. Good to have you here.
Nice to be back.
As well as the president of Miles Ahead. Good to have you here. So happy that you're finally here.
It's my third time. I'm excited.
Wonderful. And of course, Pastor Al, who is the Pastor Al Ebanks, who is the chairman of the Do Something Cayman campaign. Good morning and welcome. Good to have you as well, Pastor Al.
Pleasure to be with you, Sheena, as always.
Well, before we get into all the activities that's going to be taking place this week and what you're going to be doing, I'll just have Pastor Al Ebanks catch us up on what's been taking place over the last month. A lot of cleanups throughout the community.
That's correct. And I think it's important to stress that this has been a year of planning. This isn't something that's happened overnight.
Right.
There's been a lot of work behind the scenes involved. And over the last month and a half, we've been involved in a number of community projects down in Scranton. We did a project there. We were involved, of course, the major one that most people know about is the Georgetown Hospital, as well as the Francis Bawden's Girls' Home. The hospital was really our first major volunteer project, and I believe there was about 200 plus volunteers that actually showed up for that. And that was an incredible moment for Cayman and for the hospital. The feedback that we've got from the management at the hospital has just been incredible about the transformation that took place there.
Great.
And then last weekend we were at the Francis Bawden's Girls' Home. And again, very similar activities taking place. And what is exciting, Sheena, is not just the planned activities that are happening, but the spontaneous things that are coming out of those planned activities. We have stories of individuals who, we felt that they needed more plants or felt that they needed more soil, who reached into their own pocket and spent $200, $300, up to $500 that I am aware of, that people reached into their own pockets and went out and bought supplies that were needed for the occasion and the moment. And that's really what this is all about.
And what's amazing is this video that we're looking at right now is actually a group from St. Ignatius that jumped on board with the Do Something.
That's correct.
And they went to the Bonaventure and they did work up there.
That's correct.
Individuals outside of the Do Something are saying, hey, we want to help out, so we're going to do our own little community stuff, which is really great. And it's been a positive thing for the community.
That's right. And all of that really is a part of the Do Something campaign, inspired by the Do Something campaign. And that is what's exciting us, is that whether it's churches or community clubs or individuals that are taking on projects and saying, look, we want to be a part of this. We want to bless our community in a significant way.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're hoping all of this will do. It will inspire, it will encourage, it will motivate, and people will jump on board and get involved and do something.
And do something. Well, you know what, Miles, you came here about a year ago. You sat on the same set and you explained what you visioned was going to take place. What do you think?
What's happening? It's a blessing because I'm home watching the video of the people at the hospital, the Bond Center, working together, and people from outside of the community coming. And that's exactly the plan. And I think the biggest win about this is that when it's over, when we leave Saturday, Friday, Sunday, that it keeps going. This is not just a little season. We want this to change the culture of the country. In San Diego, our church, we do this all year long, and this can be something that should be something the church does all year long. But I think in addition to renovating the grounds of a hospital or a building, which we should do, it's the people whose lives are going to be in change. We had some people going to the prisons here yesterday and the day before, in the schools, and when people's lives get changed, that's the most important thing to God. I mean, God created the heavens and the earth, and He created a lot of beautiful things, but His most prized possession are people. And this is all about people meeting God, establishing a relationship with Him, and Him doing in their heart what we see people doing to buildings. And if we can keep that as our focus, and when people's lives get changed, we give them a second chance. There's a lot of people on the island who need a second chance, that we have to extend a hand to them, and they say, you know what, I want to change, because we know some things been happening here that we don't like. God can change those things, and those people want to change. And so hopefully after this weekend, some of those people who say, you know, I want to change my ways, I want to go in a different direction, that we're there to receive them and give them jobs and help them out.
Which is something you did yourself. Now let's talk about this weekend. There's lots of activities, and I know on Friday we're actually going to to be live at the location where it's going to take place. But you've got some great entertainment coming into town.
Yeah.
You got, like, Papa San is coming in.
Papa San's my man.
The guys upstairs were all excited. They can't wait. Papa San is coming in. He's going to be performing.
Yeah.
There's some other
MXPX, Triple E, Positive. Papa San was with us in Jamaica, and he came to my church in San Diego. He's just a good brother, and I heard him in Belize. That's the fastest rapper I've ever heard.
And then you have a punk rock group, MXPX.
MXPX, we went to the community and said, what bands do you want? We could have brought bands. We didn't pick any of these groups. The people here and came and picked all the groups.
Really?
And I have a favorite group in San Diego that I bring with me all the time, and they're not coming because they didn't know about them here. And they were at my church just 2 days ago, and they're looking at me going, how come we're not going to Cayman? I was like, well, so we got the bands that the kids here picked, and MXPX was one of them. List, so.
And then, of course, the FMX BMX. Am I saying that right?
That's BMX. Yeah, BMX. There you go.
BMX. Okay.
Yeah. Just BMX for sure. Okay. We're gonna have motorcycles jumping 30 feet in there. You see them right there.
Awesome.
And these guys are coming. I'll never try it. I know that some kids will want to try it. That is crazy.
This is going to be so cool. And this is going to take place at the Black Perl.
The Black Pearl.
Friday and Saturday. So
yeah, they're gonna have.
It's open. It's free for everybody. That's the beauty.
Four-letter word, free.
Free. We love that. Free. Okay, they're telling me wrap it up. We're so out of time. But as I mentioned before, we're going to be at Black Perl this weekend. We're going to be talking a little bit more about all the entertainment, what's taking place. But for now, we just want people to mark their calendars. This weekend, it's an open invitation to everyone. Come out, be blessed, and enjoy the festivities that are taking place. Thank you both for being here. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
Our pleasure.
Right.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys.
Okay.
All right, Shane.